Yo! What is going on, everybody? Caption is with Boce and Leonard in the house. Tuesday night and our first
Boss now like a pair.
BOCE. That's the name, Boce and Leonard. What's going on, Bruce?
I'm all right.
And it's all happy.
Kind of bummed out a little bit about Slipknot, dude.
Yeah, Joey Jordison died, the original drummer for Slipknot.
That's two guys from the same band. The guitar player died a few years ago, and now this guy. They're both young, like in their 40s.
He was 46 years old.
They haven't said this, but I mean, come on, drugs.
You think that's what it is?
Well, that's what the other guy died from.
Yeah, so he was a founding Slipknot drummer, and he is dead at 46. That is creepy because that's around our age. You know, Bruce is a little older. I'm a little younger.
I'm in the same group as them. Like, I was in a band in Florida in the early 90s.
You were in a band as big as Slipknot?
No, when Slipknot put out their first album. So basically, we're all in the same like age group of people who, you know. But you know, if you were in a metal band, that album came out, like,
yeah,
you were like, oh wow, like, you know, this is what you're trying to get to, you know. Like,
for me, Psychosocial is still that's
these guys are amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Not only, like I said, not only musically but visually. Slipknot's one of those bands is like they took the page from like Kiss or something.
Right.
They created this image that's bigger than life, you know.
Yeah.
And also were able to maintain their personal anonymity.
Yeah, the mask.
Where like you could walk around and be in Slipknot and not get mobbed. You know, you could go to eat at a restaurant or something. Nobody would know because they all
unless you were Corey.
Well, he had Stone Sour before he joined Slipknot. So yeah, I mean he was always
and he still has Stone Sour.
Kind of known. Yeah, well, he made them big. See, they weren't big until Slipknot got big, and then because he was in Stone Sour, he was able to make them big too. But yeah, they weren't discovered first. It's like Maynard and Perfect Circle, you know. Perfect Circle is a great band, but would they be as famous as they are if they didn't have Maynard? You know, like, no. Listen to it because Maynard was in it, so you got a lot of crossover Tool fans, and even if you get half of the crossover Tool fans, you're going to be better off than most bands.
Jesse says, nice haircut, Bruce.
Ah, thank you.
Looking good. You're looking good.
It's growing out a little bit, but
yeah, I'll let my hair grow out some too.
I want to mention this now while people are watching before we get to the end. If you don't know already, me and Charlie will be in South Bend, Indiana, August 6th and 7th. And tickets are now on sale because people have already messaged me and shown me that they bought them.
It's almost like you have a bully pulpit by which you can come in every Tuesday and tell people about the things that you're going to be doing.
Well, they all know from the Facebook pages and shit. But
yeah, no, your Facebook changes every 3 weeks.
But and in my Instagram, my Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could go to the dropcomedyclub.com website and buy tickets if you're in that area. There are people who are actually driving hours to come see me, which is
no, I don't like that.
Which is flattering, but
gotta get like a third.
Also, like weird. Like, you're gonna drive 4 hours to see me.
Yeah, I don't know if I do that. That's like a bit much.
What are you talking about? Well, you see me all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
These are people who've been following me for years and never got the chance to see me, you know, like, and so now I'm finally coming into their area. So they're like, oh, I'm driving to come and see you, you know, like, it's very weird though.
So you're going to give him a t-shirt. I drove 5 hours to be disappointed by Bruce Leonard.
Hey, Bob, what's up, man? Hey, I see your band's doing well, and that's great. Man, I miss playing.
Julia's here. Julia's here,
too. I do miss playing. Yeah, and Julia, I'm glad that you're back.
And Jesse. All right.
Where have you been, Julia? I've been wondering.
Yeah, I know. We haven't seen.
I just thought about that today. It was like it's been several weeks.
She's posting on Facebook, but she hasn't been participating.
She hasn't been watching.
I haven't been able to throw filthy things. I hope that wasn't it. All the
Anyway,
welcome
yeah,
in.
that's two guys from the same band, which is very sad, dude. Sad.
Who was the first one besides the drummer?
There was a guitar player. I can't remember his name, but he died several years ago.
Yeah, Jesus.
Same thing, drugs, alcohol, or whatever.
Are they saying? Are they saying that's?
They did not say that today. His family said that he passed away in his sleep.
Oh yeah.
But yet, I mean, come on, he's 40 something.
Yeah.
I tend to lean. I'm not a detective, but I tend to lean on the drugs.
I don't know. The guy from
that's why I always say, like,
the guy from Slipknot.
I went through it all too, and I've done all that stuff, and that's why I always say drugs.
No, I said done like past tense.
You got to learn. That's what I'm saying.
Moderation.
You have to learn to dabble. It's that's what I was getting ready to say. Is you learn. It's a murky. It can get. If you're not mentally strong, you can get rolled over by it.
Well, I never got into that, and you looked out for me the one or two times it looked like that shit was just going to sweep through some of these little comedy scenes, and I always appreciate that. I want you to know.
I told you that before.
I know you look out for people.
If you never did it,
you don't want to be
at this point in your life.
No.
If you've never done it already, just stay away from it.
This message brought to you by Bruce Leonard and the Ad Council.
Well, when it touches your life personally, once you bury people that you know,
oh yeah, God,
it becomes a thing where like it's hard to separate. Like it's hard to remember how this was fun.
Josh, what's going on?
How's that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at one time this was fun, but now you're burying people and shit. You're like this isn't fun anymore. Like.
Well, let's talk about something fun.
Once it becomes a lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Let's talk about something fun. There is a new episode or a new skit from the Classy Hooligans.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell you that.
That finally aired. The Classy Hooligans is.
I don't know why we don't play that stuff on this show.
Well, I was going to say let's do that, and then we can play it, and then on the.
Well, wait. If you play yours, you got to play mine because we never played mine.
We'll do both. We'll do both.
I was going to say, like,
we'll do both.
We can't just play yours.
Yeah, but
I wanted to ask you though, at the end of the thing.
Oh boy.
No, but you played the guy like he was like mentally handicapped or something.
I was going to.
I couldn't understand. I was like, why are you?
I was. Yeah. Well, we'll get to.
Why are you like mentally
one of my favorite?
Disabled.
One of my favorite.
You're supposed to just be a nerd who can't get laid.
Oh my God. Well, you fucking buried the lead. You buried the lead. Classy Hooligans, and this one was
just click on the channel.
I'm on the channel.
That's not it. That's the one that Randall made. It's only has like 8 of them. Go to the class right there.
Oh, okay.
That's all the videos.
Oh, here we go.
And then there's the Tesla one.
And you know what I got to do? I got to be careful here because YouTube has commercials. But if you go on this,
we don't have.
I should probably get.
I have not had one commercial watching the Classy Hooligan. They only have commercials on the monetized channels.
Yeah. So, you want to play this and then talk about it on the other side?
Well, I was gonna say, like, we've been doing this stuff, but we haven't played any of it on this show.
So
like,
here we go, guys. For your edification, we're gonna do Classy Hooligans, and this one is called the Friend Zone Meal Plan.
Written by
girlfriends. I'm hungry, but I spent all my money on clothes and makeup. What do I do?
Well, you could just return some of the clothes.
Not a chance.
You could just go without eating for a few days, post on Instagram that you're fasting for climate change, likes through the roof.
I thought about that, but I want a meal.
Or you could just go to a soup kitchen.
Not a chance.
Or you can learn to make a budget and manage your money better.
Are you even my friend? I need real solutions, okay?
Then we need to get you on the meal plan.
What's the meal plan?
The Friend Zone Meal Plan.
Hello, ladies. Are you in the mood for a good meal, but you don't have any money? Then you need to check out the Friend Zone Meal Plan.
But how does it work?
Ladies, You have your choice of bums, losers, jerks, geeks, guys whose feet are too big, but only one of the feet. The other one's super small, really small. These guys are so hungry. They're as hungry for attention as you are for a meal, and they are desperate to tell anyone that they've talked to a woman other than their mother. And you can get all of this for the low, low price of $19.99.
Why would you need to pay for an app to do that?
Are you even my friend?
You're such a buzzkill, Gina. You need an app for everything.
That is right. You do need an app for everything. Especially this app. Especially for this thing.
Thank you, Friend Zone Meal Plan. I'll never go hungry again.
The Friend Zone Meal Plan. When you're hungry for a meal and he's hungry for attention. Warning. Prolonged Friend Zone uses may cause stalking. Friend Zone Meal Plan not responsible for stalking you may occur. Alleged overuse.
No one would ever use this.
Don't be a buzzkill, Gina. You turned the home. Okay.
I did. I deliberately said because you were gonna.
I'm just gonna say that's Randall Crab Meat Thompson.
Yeah, but you don't do it while the skit's running. That's
Why
not. No, the whole point is to watch the skit. So that is the Friend Zone Meal Plan, and there's another one. Now that's from Classy Hooligans. That's actually a bit that I wrote. I wrote that one. Bruce did some of the voiceovers in that. Bruce has been doing a lot of the background voiceovers. The host of that one was Randall Crabby Thompson. He's the host of the Dive Bar on Monday nights, and I don't know. Thank you. And I don't know if he's still doing the Artisan. I don't know if he's doing Artisan still. But these are when we talk about these places. A lot, half the stuff in Vegas that we're referring to is he's going to be going out and doing tours. He's getting booked. There's a lot of places that are open mics.
Right.
You live that one. Well, I mean, I thought about that when I was thinking about that. How many people do we know where they get suckered into just going out on dates with girls where it's really one-sided and you're just feeding her and you're not actually on a real date? And I said, well, shit, that would be an app. There should be an app for that, the Friend Zone Meal Plan.
Right.
So that's how that one came about. Now you had one you did.
You're gonna say, play mine now.
Is that Meditation Circles at you?
No, Tesla's Lament.
All right.
This one's written by Robbie about Tesla. If Tesla were to go into the future and see like what we've done with his inventions.
All right, and let me see if we can. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah. So this is written by Robbie, but obviously I play Tesla.
All right, so you're going to get to see Bruce as
let's
Nikolai Tesla.
Well, I was saying we never play this.
Nikola, you called for me?
Yes, my life is coming to an end, Vito. In 6 days, I shall be dead.
Nikola Tesla, you're the greatest genius the world has ever known, but how could even you possibly know that you're going to die in 6 days?
Because of the terrible machine I have invented, Vito. The blueprints are only in my head. This is why you must destroy the machine, so that Westinghouse and Rockefeller can't study it.
What exactly is this machine of yours, Nikola?
It is a time machine, Vito. It has made me regret everything I've ever done.
Why? What did you see?
What didn't I see, Vito? They have handheld phones powered by wireless electricity. I guess the asshole Westinghouse and his grandchildren finally decided to make money off of those blueprints.
Handheld phones. That means we win the Great War. Part 2.
Yes, and yes. But on these phones, Vito, they show movies of naked women undulating while dancing to robot music.
Robot music?
Yes. I guess Westinghouse got the blueprints to my robots and my robot music.
Your robot music finally has its audience. Imagine.
Yes. And on these phones, these same women take their naked bulbous derrieres and smash frosted cakes of all varieties.
How arousing. I mean, horrifying.
And then these same women take their cake-encrusted bottoms and smash it against the cake-encrusted blubber seats of other women.
Blubber seats?
But, Vito, must I always dumb down everything for you?
Yes. I mean, no. Just tell me more about the bottoms. And the bottoms rubbing on other bottoms.
Don't you see, Vito? All my work has been a waste. This is what my wireless technology and 3D virtual reality have wrought. And the clowns.
The clowns?
On these same movies, there are clowns who thrust their members into pies repeatedly and then take their apple pie besotted appendages and thrust them into the frosted cake bottoms of these women. Over and over and over.
Go on.
And over again. There is no room, Vito, for a simple man of science with the purely platonic love of a Central Park pigeon in this future I have seen, Vito.
Oh, clearly not. What a shame. A shame. A shame. Yes, a shame.
You will destroy the machine then?
Sure. Immediately. Well, close to immediately. Eventually. Just tell me where it is. Where's the machine? Where's this horrifying, wonderful, little, terrible?
He's on the dresser.
But Nicola, there's nothing on your dresser but a pie.
No, Vito, it is not a pie. It is a long story, but I designed it to be very discreet and inconspicuous.
How exactly do you activate this pie-shaped time machine of yours?
There is a hole in the pie, and into the hole you insert. What does this matter, Vito? You're not going to destroy the machine, are you?
And that's the story of how Nikola Tesla accidentally inspired cinematic classic American Pie.
Wow, Grandpa. History's kind of lame.
That movie's kind of lame.
It sure is.
Yeah!
Oh God, that was beautiful. That was so fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I said Robbie wrote. Wait, what's going on there?
What do you mean? What's going
I don't
on?
know. Why are the individual lights?
What do you mean the individual?
I don't know. Whatever.
All right, you're scaring
Anyway,
me now.
Robbie wrote the sketch, and Ryan Barassa directed, edited.
My favorite still.
Who is watching right now? Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you
my
for watching.
favorite still is Fact Checkers.
It's like he knew his work was on and he turned it on.
yeah,
right
yeah.
then he was like, "Oh, look."
Does everyone have time for one more? One more.
I don't know.
This one stars me, all of us, Randall, me, and you,
It's only a
and
minute
Robbie,
and a half.
and it's a minute and a half. So we'll give you one more. This is my favorite, absolute favorite, and it's got another one coming up after. I want to do the next one of me because it's too long. So we'll get to that another time maybe. But you could see this on the YouTube page. Look up Classy Hooligans.
Yes, yeah. Like, subscribe, please. That would be cool. Tell your friends. And
this one
and
is.
we do regularly make. We've been regularly making content at a
Appearances.
pretty. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like we regularly been
A
making
couple of months.
content at a steady pace. So
Yep.
it's worth following because we are making stuff.
All right. And this one is called Fact Checkers.
Hey, I can't find my wallet. Hey, is that my wallet?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
You just took money out of my wallet.
No, I didn't. I'd never do that.
Bullshit, I just saw you.
Oh, really? Fact checker!
Yo, what up?
You just stole money out of my wallet.
Really? Did you steal money out of his wallet?
Hell no.
Well, there you have it. Debunked.
Bullshit. I want another fact checker.
Hey, Hank.
Yo.
This guy says that his friend stole money out of his wallet. I already debunked it, but he wants a second opinion.
All right. Did you steal the money from his wallet?
Hell no.
Well, there you go. Double debunked.
But you weren't even in the room. I don't even know how you got in my apartment.
Hey, that's a reliable fact checker. I'm a reliable fact checker. And that guy goes to the same Eyes Wide Shut parties as me.
Thank you.
That's my money.
These conspiracy theories of yours are getting really dangerous.
Super dangerous.
I don't think we can let you stay on this platform.
You're going to need to leave now.
But this is my apartment.
Again, written by Robbie Aces. I must say, like, the Classy Hooligans is Robbie Ace's baby. Like, he created this.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to take anything. I don't want to take anything away. That's Robbie Ace's thing, and we got to tag along.
Yeah. He just asked me in the beginning. He said it was actually during the pandemic, and none of us were doing stand up. So
yeah,
it was his idea to be like, hey, let's do something. Let's make some shit. And none of us really knew what we were doing. Like it's kind of been a evolution in progress. Like
I'd like to see that take off and become something.
Oh, I would too.
I love it. I love doing that.
It's definitely fun.
Absolutely. I mean, they had other ones.
I just don't have the time that's needed to like really invest in it. Like,
well, he doesn't either.
I told him the other night when we were talking was like, as soon as I can quit Vaughn's, then I would have way more time to devote to things like that. Actually writing stuff, because I'd like to write stuff for it too, but
absolutely.
I just don't have the time right now. I'm
fucking
busy.
I got the idea for the friend zone meal plan, just taking a shower, and it hit me.
Oh no, I already have lots of ideas.
Yeah.
But having an idea and then writing it out a script,
right?
Two different fucking things.
Well, I think if you could keep it, thank you, Adam. I think if you could keep it down to like a couple of minutes, it's when you get into the 5-minute ones. Like the Tesla one was great, but it was long by comparison to the other ones. We have another
more like a Saturday Night Live piece.
Yeah, it was exactly. And I like that whole element, the improv element, and I'd like to do more of that. Yeah, I like.
I've never really done any like acting,
Well, you just did.
No, I know. I'm saying like all this stuff is like my first experience doing that kind of shit.
By the way, in that skit, I liked your hair better when you had the longer hair. I did. I don't know. I like it. Like that was a good look. It was a good look. Now you just got to bring it all together. You got to do that hair with this outfit. And hold on, you got the jacket looks good, but it's all fucked up with schmutz. Yeah, I'll clean it.
It needs to be clean.
I'll get you after before you go. Actually, I guess I'm gonna clean it.
It's dry clean only, which means it's dirty.
Yeah. Mitch Hedberg. Y'all need props and stuff,
right? Like
Bruce
like
drag,
Monty Python or kids,
and Rob trying to pick him up.
Might as well go all the way with it, right?
So they want me to try to pick you up and you in drag.
No, I just like I said. We've been trying to, like I said, get actual
I just thought of a skit right
women
now
and provide opportunities for them.
Shit, I just thought of a skit. Imagine this.
For us to pretend like we're women. What?
Imagine it's you doing the drag, right?
Why does it got to be me?
Because Julia put that out there,
right?
So then I show up in the Camaro, and it's you on the street corner in drag, and Charlie's next to you in drag, and I'm having a hard time deciding.
Well, Charlie wouldn't need to be in drag, seeing as how she's a woman.
No. But you and I said that. I know, but Charlie's dressed like you're both dressed up like hookers, and I'm having a hard time deciding.
And I got a beard and shit.
Yeah. You got the beard and shit, and then Charlie's sitting there, and you're both trying to do it, and then and I'm having a hard time deciding.
It's possible.
And then
I told Robbie I wanted to make the fake movies that I have.
They're loving that idea. I'm gonna pitch that to Robbie because that's fucking like
anybody would fucking make me fucking dress up in drag. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm glad they didn't say me. They said you.
Embarrassed the shit out of him. Okay, it's like Charlie wants me, and I fucking already agreed to it because I was trying to be sweet, and I never thought she would fucking hold me to it. She's got these fucking hot dog costumes, and she wants me to go out with her dressed in these fucking hot dog costumes down onto the strip or something.
The things we do,
and I'm just exactly.
The things we do.
And I was like, oh, I really don't want to fucking do that. That's not my style.
You're a professional comedian.
But yeah, exactly. But that's what she said. That's what she says. Like, oh, well, you're a comedian. Like you do this shit. It's like, why ain't that kind of comedian?
Oh Jesus, she's turning into Tom Green, and then from the '90s.
But I told her, I said, I'll do it, but don't make or
highlight reel.
Don't think I'm gonna pretend to be happy about it. I'm gonna be fucking miserable.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have like Robbie.
Entire time.
I'm gonna have Robbie Aces get up behind you, and then you're gonna hear Randall Thompson go, "Is your penis limp?
Either way,
is your penis unhappy?"
So yeah, like people want me to do crazy shit, and I'm just like,
oh my god, you could do it like
it's not really me.
I could picture it now as like a Japanese like dick pill commercial. Like you're the unhappy penis, and then Charlie's bouncing around with smiles, and she's the happy penis.
Well, that's
because
the thing,
she has the dick pills.
Is like me and Charlie are not like we're together, but like as comedians, we couldn't be farther apart. It's
God,
what we are.
Oh my god, but that'd be so great.
But I said to her when we were talking about this, that's why I think it'll work. Us touring together because it's not like me and her do the same thing. So you're sitting through, 2 hours of the same shit. Whereas I'm totally different than her. So it's like you come to see us, you see two totally different things.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, Bruce. I have an idea for what you can call the tour. Instead of Opposites Attract?
No, we're calling ourselves the Oddity Couple.
Yeah. Or I was gonna say opposites fucking share rent.
It's that romanticism, Rob, that keeps you alone. You know that. Right?
Oh my god, people! I said opposites fucking.
Your sense of how to make women happy.
I don't know shit about making women happy.
Well, that's fucking obvious.
I can make them come.
Listening to you
if
talk.
I can get to that point, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. So if you deal with me, you got to deal with an old, crotchety, cantankerous, old Jewish guy stuck in the body of a questionably looking Spanish or white or black guy. So
there's nothing more like old and white about you than you think that the Michael McDonald Doobies and the Christy McVie Fleetwood Mac are the best. Superior.
I didn't say that. I love Christy McVie. Love Christy McVie.
I like her, but it's not superior to the fucking.
No. Stevie Nicks, I like better
Christy
as a
McVie
solo.
is like the elevator portion of Fleetwood Mac.
Holy shit! You
Like,
make loving fun is amazing.
No, but she is. No, but if you listen to her stuff where it's just her, it's like
no, not her solo career.
These are grocery store.
Her solo
elevator
career
songs.
shit. Her solo
She's
career
like
stuff
Peter
is
Cetera
terrible.
without Chicago. Like
oh no! Wait! Hold on. Let me.
Or what Phil Collins became after his initial.
Let's settle this right now. I do not like her solo career. I don't like that album. I don't like the album that she did with Lindsey Buckingham on her own.
Because it's terrible.
It is terrible. It is. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about her shit with Fleetwood Mac. Stevie Nicks on her own is amazing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Stevie Nicks is way better.
But
you can't say she is.
But I like out of Fleetwood Mac songs.
That doesn't mean that McVie sucks.
No, out of Fleetwood Mac songs.
In
Fleetwood Mac, I like her songs the best. In Fleetwood Mac, her songs are the best. Whereas Stevie Nicks has a better solo career than all three of them. It's Lindsey Buckingham is.
First of all,
you can't have
McVie does not have Landslide.
Yeah, but Landslide's not Fleetwood Mac. Landslide is Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks
Is
did.
it?
Yes, it's not. Landslide is not Fleetwood
Oh,
Mac.
I thought it was.
Trivia: Christy McVie's maiden name is.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't like her. I'm just saying she's not superior.
No. But that's what I'm saying.
Just like McDonald is not superior to the black guy.
Stevie Nicks. Well, first of all, you keep talking about the black guy. All I ever see is that white guy that looks like Murderface when they show.
Well,
you.
he's like the founding member of the Doobies.
I don't know who the fuck
The guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's on Prime, there's a concert, and he's like the only one that you recognize because they don't have the black guy or
Michael McDonald.
right. So it's just him and a bunch of other dudes.
Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So then when you were talking about it, I'm like, "All right."
It's like when I saw the billboard, just Stones.
But this also fucks my head.
Here's the question.
Oh, wait a minute. Why does the white guy sound like the black guy and the black guy sound like a white guy? Because you got to tell. You're not going to tell me that black guy sounds like a black guy. He doesn't.
He does in China Grove.
And then when I was
you can tell he's black in China Grove.
But when I was a little kid, everybody thought that Michael McDonald was a black guy. Everybody thought he was a black guy. Nobody thought that was a white guy. I found out in my 20s he was a white guy. I had a fucking. I'm like, that's got to be a black guy.
No,
What a
but-
fool believes.
We're back in the long ago.
Said a better fool. She's trying hard to recreate what is meant to be created. Once in a while, she must.
It doesn't get any more white than Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald
that's
singing
true.
together.
No.
That's like the whitest.
No,
thing
I got
ever.
you beat. I got you beat. More whiter than that is Christopher Cross and Michael McDonald. But we're losing people
That's
on this.
pretty white.
We're losing people on that.
Whatever.
I don't want to lose the
People
audience.
come and go.
I don't want to lose the audience with us singing
What's
the
your McCain
sound.
say?
Bruce, Boce and Leonard sing the sounds of the 80s. These wonderful soft rock favorites recanted by Boce and Leonard. What a fool believes. She sees the wise man and the power.
You gotta grab your balls. You squeeze them real hard.
And listen and also many hits like I keep
Right, that
not in
exactly.
love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the
You think
same.
McDonald's
again.
like, who am I singing this song for again? Who's paying me today?
Oh my god.
Oh wait, this is my band. Okay, wait. He's just singing on everything. He's like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going over to Steely Dan, and then after that, I'm going to Christopher Cross, the studio, then I'm going to Kenny Loggins.
Here you go. Well, hold on. This is the only guy. When I see these fucking pictures, I can't even get a good picture of it. I can't get a good picture of it.
He looks like Doc Holliday or something.
Yeah, I can't. Trying to find a good picture.
In that picture. No, he's the original member. You know, the founding member. There he is right there with the red.
Yeah.
No, go back. No, go back. There's a picture right there where he's singing.
that fucking guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
That's from the one that's from the one on Prime, I think.
Yeah, this is the only guy. When you see Doobie Brothers pictures,
Yeah.
this is the
No,
guy.
listen
you
to
see.
this. Do you know that if you go see Creedence Clearwater Revival right now,
Mhm.
it's not John Fogerty's not even there.
Well, he split up from the band, didn't he?
Right, but I'm saying he's not there. So are you really seeing Creedence? You know,
And wasn't it supposed to be?
you're really not seeing Creedence if Fogerty ain't there.
Right.
It's like here's the existential question I wanted to ask you
All right.
and the audience.
All right, I'm
All right.
listening. I'm trying to find other
I
pictures.
saw the billboard. It said the Stones are playing in November or whatever, right at the stadium. And my first thought immediately was, I've never seen the Stones. I would like to see the Stones, right? But then my second thought,
always get
No,
what you want.
no, I could go. But my second thought is this: they're 75 years old. Are you really seeing the Stones?
No, they perform
This
really
is my
well.
question.
No, what I've been told
No,
about.
I heard that they perform. I mean, I'm sure they sound all right, but they can't sound like they did when they were young and hungry.
This is
and
what I'm
mean
talking
and all
about. Hold on. This is what I'm talking
that.
about.
No, but here's my question.
No, who the fuck? Who the
Did
fuck are
you
these
really,
other guys?
Did you really see them? No, but don't you know that the Doobie Brothers was never really a band? I mean, it's a band, but it's an semblance of studio musicians. That's why they always have a rotating lineup.
And this guy's the only guy that I recognize.
That's why they had McDonald, then they had the black guy, and because the guys are moving in and out all the time. But it's that guy. It's the Doc Holliday looking guy.
Yeah, him right here.
Right. It's his project.
I got to get a better mouse like logo. I'm gonna get a.
He's the one
right
that founded it, or whatever. It's just like Steely Dan. Steely Dan is really only Donald Fagen and Walter Becker.
Walter Becker's dead.
No, I know, but Walter Becker died. But I'm saying Steely Dan was just those two guys.
And then,
they wrote all the songs, and then they hired studio musicians to fill out. They hire a drummer and they hire the. When did you see them, Julia? Were they 70 years old? That's my point. Is it better to see them at 70 or not to see them at all now that they're old?
Yeah, well, here's an example. Here's your guys now, and there's Michael McDonald. And there's, I don't know his name. I'll be fucking honest, because the only one who sticks out in my memories is Michael McDonald. I'll be honest. What the fuck?
No, listen, even the black guy, I only call him the black guy because I don't know his name.
Yeah, fuck.
You only know Michael McDonald's name because he's sung on all these other songs.
But no, because he's famous.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. He's the greatest, most successful backup singer of all time.
No, I mean, I love this shit. He got so many solo songs too. Anything of his, as soon as I hear it, it immediately. The only thing,
his voice. That's what I'm saying.
But there's one song of his I absolutely hate. You know which song of his I absolutely hate? The Doobie Brothers song, "Taking It to the Streets." Oh, I fucking hate that song. Taking it to the streets.
You like minute by minute.
No, I love it.
Minute, I keep holding on. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you gotta go. Don't you worry, I've been lied to. I've been here many times before. Girl, don't you worry. I know where I stand. I don't need your love.
Oh my God.
I don't need your hand.
I don't know the word.
Cause minute by minute by minute by, I keep holding on.
Right.
I keep holding on minute by minute.
Rob's like an AM radio station come to life.
I was an AM radio station host for a year and a half.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's a sweet sound of Brad coming up. Brad, remember Brad?
No.
Brad.
No, it's what. Oh God, no! Baby, I'ma want you. I hate Bread. That's another band I hate. No.
No, in the 70s, no, but that's what I'm going to say though. In the 70s, there was a lot of that going on where there was a creative foundation of the project, and then they just hired studio musicians to play all this stuff. Like, remember Seals and Crofts?
Right,
but Seals and Crofts, two guys, you know. So then they hire
the chasm of my
No, the best is Typo Negative did the cover of that song. You ever heard that? Right, like, rolling through the cabin of the bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. I did forget about that one. Yeah.
That's one of the more humorous covers. Like, you're like, oh, wow, that's a fucking unusual. See, there's the black guy. There he is. Far superior to Michael McDonald.
No, he's not.
And talent and hits.
Nobody remembers him.
Dude, he had more hits. I already proved it to you.
Who the fuck
more Doobie Brothers hits than Michael McDonald.
Whatever.
He did.
Good.
Period.
You can take those hits to your grave because nobody else will.
That's how it is, dude.
Nobody knows you.
Make it up.
Nobody knows you. Hey, hold on. Do I even want to?
It's like not a lot of people know who Frank Zappa is. Does that make him less great? No, it doesn't. It makes him cooler.
The more obscure you are,
because he's ours. God damn it!
There we go. Here's the black guy that Bruce shoots ropes over.
Dude, like I said,
look at this guy. Nobody.
The charts speak for themselves.
By the way, when you go Google this,
you don't even know the founding member's name.
I don't. I just
like, I love the Doobie Brothers so much. Who was the founding member? That guy that looked like Wyatt Earp.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. This is what I knew of him. That guy's in all the pictures, and I got the opinion. I got the feeling that guy was an original member.
Who did remake Careless Whisper? Who was it? Was that Disturbed? Maybe.
No.
Somebody, I remember somebody covered that. Remember when Limp Bizkit did Faith?
Yeah.
Got that Faith!
Oh, I guess it would be nice. It's my body and
Limp Bizkit
everybody's.
was playing at the Aftershock Festival. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, is this necessary?
Seether did
Yeah,
Careless.
Seether.
Oh, I hate
Seether.
Seether. I fucking
Yes.
hate Seether. Like, at least Limp Bizkit was on.
Seether had one good song.
And the money gonna ring.
That's the one.
And then we go back to the remedy. There's no way to get you high and leave them where they
You know
lie.
who I fucking hate from that era the most? I fucking hate. Every time it comes on, I'm going to fucking punch something I hate so much. They're like the 5-finger death punch of that era. I fucking hate 7 Mary 3.
I don't know what 7 Mary.
Cumbersome.
I don't know.
Too rich and too poor. She's one of me.
Oh, no.
Home entertainment is a cumbersome.
No. Too rich to
And then he
prove
goes-
a new.
Then he goes, oh yeah, ho ho, no, yeah. You're like, why is people like this shit? This is fucking garbage.
Because he was trying to be Pearl Jam. He was trying to be Eddie Vedder. He wanted that Eddie
He's
Vedder
terrible,
sound.
dude. It's so bad.
Oh, is that the guy goes, too rich to prove
No, yeah.
that was bad. No, but I liked.
It's a cumbersome.
First of all, you better be careful because
God, I hate this.
5-finger death punch are Vegas locals.
Yeah, that's what Ian said that once, and I was like, oh.
I met them.
He's like, oh, you shouldn't make fun. Or he's like, he didn't say I shouldn't make fun of him, but he was like, did you know that 5-finger death punch lives in Vegas? And I was like, oh, what are you saying? Like, is Ivan Moody gonna come out and punch me like he does his wife?
Hold on.
Fuck you, you suck.
Oh shit! No, I like.
You're everything personified. It's wrong with this fucking country.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's
Hold
true.
on now. Hold on. Now that you've come,
Corporate garbage, fucking
oh,
disguised as metal. You know.
I don't think that. No, I like the hating, the bleeding, disaster. I love that song.
Oh my god.
You
like 5-finger death punch?
Some of their music.
We're gonna. I don't know.
Some
We're
of
gonna
their
have to
music.
re-examine our friendship.
I let
all that other stuff slide. But 5-finger death punch is where I draw the fucking line.
It's not like I said fucking Nickelback. Jesus Christ, you make it seem like I said Nickelback.
Dude, I'd rather hear Nickelback than 5-finger death punch.
Jesus Christ, what did Ivan Moody do to you?
They suck. That's what. They're terrible. Like they should never be like. It's like a tragedy of nature. Like they should not exist.
All right, I'm gonna try to find a
They're like
picture.
the duck-billed platypus of music. Like,
Wow, I
the
cannot find.
good. They should be scrubbed. They scrub me from the internet. They should scrub that shit right off.
I've actually got a picture with me and Ivan Moody.
Oh God, don't. Please don't play it or
Play
show-
it? No, it's just a picture of
Please don't show it and like bring down our credibility. Like what little bit we have.
me. How in the hell?
7 Mary 3, like I said, is the same thing from a different era. Like the 90s had so much great music.
I'm listening.
And then all of a sudden, here's this band. You're like,
I
what the fuck?
when they came out, everybody that I knew, we were playing it nonstop.
No, that's
in
what
New
I
York.
said. Everybody loved it. It was like, what
I
the fucking...
fucking loved it at first, but then it got.
Here's the deal.
bad.
Here's it. I'll show you how they fuck you in this country musically. Well, I mean corporate. How everything is corporately controlled and owned in this country. I'll give you a prime example. Everybody knows this shitty song they played in the store, but everybody knows it.
Okay.
Called "Walking in Memphis."
Oh, and I was walking
Right.
in Memphis.
No, you know that song.
Walking with my 10
Right,
feet
right.
off a beer.
I don't know what he says. It's like,
Walking
with
No, it's walking in Memphis, walking with my 10 feet off of Beale, which is a street.
Walking in Memphis. Do you really feel the way I feel? It's like I feel it like this song sucks. So I don't think
It's
we
a
feel the same.
terrible song.
No, but here's the deal.
Terrible
No,
song.
but here's what I'm asking you. Okay, but you know it,
Yeah,
right?
it's a terrible
Okay.
song.
Now, if you were to poll a bunch of people and say, "Do you like walking in Memphis?"
No, it's a terrible song.
9 out of 10 people would say, "No, this song sucks."
But people like
and you
Five
go,
Finger
"Hey,
Death Punch.
do you have?" No, but I'm saying to you, If you said, hey, do you own Walking in Memphis, or is it on any of your playlists that you have, like in Apple Music or something? People would say, no. And you go, but do you know that song? Yes. How do you know it? Because it's shoved down your throat by the corporate masters of fucking...
No, I don't know.
Right down your gullet. You know, like, and it's still being played in the grocery store. Why? Nobody wants that. No one's asking for that.
Hey, something creepy's happening here.
And because...
No, hold on, Bruce. There's actually pictures in my Facebook that are just gone. Like, there's like, look at this. Maybe an image of a person.
What do you think it's funny that Facebook might be fucking around in your shit?
Yo, dude, I'm missing pictures here. Like, there's like whole
hey, just
swaths.
be glad I didn't ban you for them.
No, there's like whole swaths of pictures that are just gone. Like, just like erased as you go further
Right,
down.
that are possibly fucking, you know, tainted in some way by Zuckerberg's secret police.
Yeah, and then photos of me are photos of everything
Exactly,
but
that
me.
song sucks too. But the difference between me and Charlie were talking about this the other day. To me, those are some of the most terrible songs in the history of music. But Black Velvet is different than Walking in Memphis, because you could walk into karaoke anywhere in this country and someone will sing Black Velvet. People like that song for some reason. I don't know why it's terrible. But you've never seen a person sing Walking in Memphis.
No.
At a karaoke.
No.
Nobody likes Walking in Memphis. Nobody wants to ever hear it again. But yet you hear it every day when you go in the grocery store or whatever, because your corporate masters want you to hear it.
How the fuck?
And that guy's still getting a paycheck somehow.
Yeah. This is so
Which
weird.
is even more fucking tragedy. There are real artists out there in the world who are not getting a paycheck, but Mr. Walking in Memphis, he's still getting
What is that guy's
royalty from Kroger's or whoever the fuck buys that music for their radio stations.
Walking in Memphis was made by Mark Cohn. There's a music video for this too.
Yes, it's
Oh my god.
and that guy, which I found out watching news and shit. That guy's married to Elizabeth Vargas.
Yeah.
You know who Elizabeth Vargas is?
No, I don't.
She used to do World News Tonight on ABC.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there was a thing about how she was a drunk.
Okay.
And how she used to do the World News Tonight while drunk on wine. And there was like a 2020 story about it where they I guess, you know, she woke up one day and got help or whatever. But I was thinking to myself, man, I'd drink too if I was married to fucking
Yeah, Mark Cohn.
Walking in Memphis.
Well, I mean, they're doing well off that song.
What?
They're doing well off that song.
Yeah. That shows you only need one song, dude.
Let me see. Maybe it's in
One
my
hit song and you can
profile
fucking
pictures.
You can ride the rest of your life.
This is so strange because I took a picture with this guy, and
Well, some of those pictures should be scrubbed.
no, but I mean, no, it's just weird. It's so like why I'm trying to figure out what would prompt this to be deleted. Like this is actually bothering me that.
Well, I don't know why you're bothered. Just be glad it didn't ban you.
Yeah, no, it's just strange.
But I'm saying no, you don't know. Like they go through your past, all your history, Facebook, secret police. That's how I got banned. I got on the radar.
Oh,
right?
and this is another thing that happened tonight. Now we've lost connection with Facebook twice. StreamYard has lost access.
Julia's like fucking going all QAnon. Like Mark Cohen's song is successful because he's a Jew.
This is so weird. It's
She is
just
too,
not there.
though.
It's not there.
I just told you. I don't know why you're acting like, oh my God. This
No,
is like
it's
something that could
just-
never happen.
No, it's
There's no
just
way that
weird.
there's no way in world in hell that
They
fucking
just deleted out.
Facebook would go through my history and delete questionable things. You know, like
This
no.
is a picture of me standing with a guy. That's
This is
all.
what happened to me. Is once you get on the radar, they start digging through everything you ever posted, and once they did that, they were like, "Fuck this guy." He is gone.
Mm.
No, as I said, you do it yourself. So
That's so weird.
you're probably right, but I'm just saying that
It
song.
was an innocuous
It's
picture.
a terrible song.
Which one?
Walking Memphis.
Oh, it's a. Now here's the thing.
There's a difference between terrible songs that people like for some reason. Like people like I always talk about Pat Benatar. People love Pat Benatar. People still get mad when I brought it up. It's like, yes, but if you retrospectively go back and listen to these Pat Benatar songs, they're repetitive garbage.
Yeah.
She has like 2 lines and she just sings them over and over and over.
Is she the one who goes, "We are young,
Yes.
heartache to heartache"?
Yes. Well, that's one of them. Love is a battlefield. Right. That's one of the most terrible songs ever. She has another one where it's like, she's like, I can't remember it, how that all goes, but she's like, we will be invincible. And then like, she just says the same shit over and over and over and over for fucking 5 minutes. And you're just like, dude, these songs are repetitive garbage.
Yeah.
You know, like, but people love them. People loved Call Me Maybe. That was a big hit. People loved it. It's a terrible fucking song.
It is a terrible
It should
song.
never fucking exist. But yet, people loved it. Walking in Memphis is different.
That's
If
just
you ask people if they like that song, they'll say no, almost universally. But yet, somehow, you still know it. And my question is, how is that? Why is that? Why are they invested in shoving this garbage?
It's the
down your throat?
Matrix. It's the Matrix.
See?
What the fuck?
See, exactly. She got banned for a post from 2 years ago. So don't. And Rob's over here. I'm banned for life, and he's over here surprised. Like,
No, I'm.
Facebook has secret police.
It's not that.
They
It's-
fucking ban you for.
It's a random picture of me, and it could be anyone. It's not tagged.
Well, no, they.
It's
at
not.
Least in this instance, I agree with them. They were like, this guy should have some fucking taste.
Like,
Not be seen with Ivan Moody.
and I don't know if it's just like some of these.
Because Ivan Moody is a fucking jerk off.
And there's a couple of pictures.
Speaking of jerk offs, did you see the story about the dude from Stain? Aaron Lewis from Stain. He got all drunk. He's wearing his "Fuck Biden" T-shirt and singing that song about
he's a cocksucker.
about being white, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he got so drunk, he played "It's Been a While." And then I guess he played another song, and then he forgot that he played "It's Been a While," and he played it again.
Well, he's a joke. I mean, he's been a joke.
He's like, "It's been a while since
I just played this song, and I
like,
did.
It was 5 minutes ago, you fucking dumb fuck."
Yeah, he's a. But like,
Hey, Drunky McDrunk. It's like,
yeah, I mean, like, well, here's one that I would imagine.
I'm glad that he has finally gotten over his dad not loving him, though.
Yeah,
I'm glad it only took him 25 years. And he's finally over his dad not loving him. And now he's like, what? My country doesn't love me anymore.
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking hick. Now, this is Bruce. I thought a picture that would get banned.
You know what? I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
in?
no, I thought that's a picture that would definitely get banned by Facebook.
There's no nudity. I don't know why you're sitting here trying to figure out the logic of how Facebook does their fucking shit.
No, I'm trying to find the fucking picture.
No, what I'm saying is,
not the logic. I'm trying to figure out if I deleted it or maybe it's another.
They were randomly fucking. No, anything you posted on Facebook should be in your photos that you posted on Facebook. You should be able to scroll through it, and everything you've ever posted should be there, theoretically.
But in reality,
unless they ban you for life and then they just fucking scrub you off the internet completely, which is what happened to me. Yeah, but if you wanted to engage in some 90s nostalgia, if you didn't see this weekend at the free Fremont Street thing, you could go see Tonic. Remember Tonic?
The fuck is Tonic?
And Sister Hazel.
Nope.
You don't remember Tonic? Yes, you do.
Nope.
If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand. Yeah, but you know that song.
I didn't know the name.
They had
of it.
another one too.
I saw Chevelle live at Fremont. That was amazing.
Oh, you mean Little Tool?
Chevelle is amazing. I love Chevelle.
Little Tool. That's right.
And then no,
they're good, but you can tell when you listen to it. They're heavily influenced by Tool.
I never got that.
Oh, they are.
I've never got that
If
vibe.
you listen to their albums, not just the radio songs, and listen to the records, it's like, they listen to a lot of Tool.
Unless he says
I like that Gunman song. I can't remember the name.
No,
of it.
take out the gun.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
No, because Trump only got 2 years.
Yeah.
I got life. It's even worse.
Because he locked up.
They deemed me more dangerous than Trump. That's fucking.
Before I forget, like complete
Which is hilarious.
non sequitur. I
Yes,
did
exactly. Too late.
I never thought that at all.
Because you don't know that much about music. That's what. That's obvious.
They
when we
don't
have
sound
these
like
discussions.
Tool. They sound nothing.
No,
like
because
Tool.
like I said, you probably only know them by radio songs and shit. You don't own a Chevelle album.
Nobody does. It's called the internet.
No, they have records, but I'm saying
I've
heard all these.
I've heard
songs.
their whole
It's like
catalog.
it's like
It does
if
not
I
sound
asked
like
you
Tool.
about the Deftones, you'd go, "Yeah, I know Change in the House of Fly." And that's
No,
probably
but
the only song you know by them because that's the
But
only,
I've listened to
close to a
tons-
hit.
Oh, hold on, but wait a minute. You're trying to tell me that a band that doesn't sound like Tool sounds like Tool?
Dude, go online and look. I'm not the only person that says this.
They're Tool like I've
And
never.
you don't even
heard that.
listen to Tool, so how would you
I do
fucking
listen to
know
Tool.
the comparison?
I've never got that vibe.
See?
The lead singer sounds.
And I'm not, and I've again,
he sounds nothing like
I don't
Maynard.
say no one sounds like Maynard, but I'm
Well,
saying
that's a big deal.
nobody says
I'm not. And I like both, but they don't sound alike.
you don't know that much.
What are you talking about? The guy Maynard is the sound.
This is the problem with you.
Maynard is the
You
sound.
don't ever know when to say.
Wait,
I don't know that much about this situation.
wait,
I should probably
wait a minute, Bruce. I'm disagreeing with you. There's a difference.
back.
I'm
No, but I'm
disagreeing
telling
with
you to go online and look. There's
But I've
thousands,
listened
maybe
to.
millions.
I've been
people.
alive for almost as long as you have.
Who
I've
would
been
disagree with
listening
you?
to both
I
of
know,
them
but
that
you
came
said
out.
that-
They don't sound alike.
We can go on.
They don't sound
listen
alike.
for a second. We can go backwards
Hold on.
on this show, and I can play the clip where you say out of your own mouth that Christian McVie is better than Stevie Nicks. Right then, you lost all musical credibility.
In
Like
Fleetwood Mac. In Fleetwood Mac.
No, but you actually said this. It's on video.
I like her shit better in Fleetwood Mac.
Pull it back.
I like
I'm just
Tell Me
saying,
Lies.
it hurts
I
your-
like
It hurts your musical
No,
opinion.
it doesn't because I think her shit's better than what Stevie Nicks did on Fleetwood Mac.
Plus,
Yeah,
you
and
can't
plus I busted
play an
you.
instrument or
Plus
do
I
anything
busted
of
your
that
ass.
sort ever.
What are you talking about?
So,
Stevie Nicks doesn't play shit. Christy McVie plays the
I'm
piano.
not talking about that. I'm talking about me and you as a person, as people.
What about me? I play instruments.
Oh, yeah?
I play the trumpet.
You can play it?
Yeah.
Even now?
Yeah.
You can pull it out and play me some Chicago or something?
I fucking don't know Chicago
Or
shit.
maybe some Miles Davis or something like that. Yeah.
Miles Davis is a ton of practice, but yeah, I'd have to practice. But that's fun. That's not
I
easy.
better get back to practicing.
Hold the fuck. Do you know how hard it is to what instruments you play, fucko?
I know. I'm saying. Do you know I was a drummer since the second grade? And then I just picked up the bass and started playing it.
The singer of Chevelle, dude?
Well, there's that, yeah. And Mike, there's a lot of votes for Mike Patton. People say they wish Mike Patton was a singer too. I don't know why anybody would not want Maynard to be the singer too. See, that's the one thing. To me, Tool, at this point, you couldn't take anybody out of Tool and still call it Tool. And not do it. See?
Chevelle knows
See?
slam on it. All right. I don't hear it.
I know, but I'm
fucking
saying
don't hear it.
There's a whole fucking subreddits and millions of people
I'm
that have this debate.
I'm acknowledging that you think that. I don't fucking hear it. I don't fucking
You
hear
need to sit down and listen to all the records.
that Maynard and the lead singer from
No,
Chevelle.
but that's not the
and
point.
to me,
But that's not the
to
point.
me, as an individual who's listened to both these music,
Talking about music.
the lead singer
musically
is so fucking integral because the lead singer, and in this case, we're going to say that Maynard has a great directing force in the direction of the music.
But he doesn't. That's what you don't get. Because you don't know that much about it. Obviously. That's what I'm saying. You know that Maynard has no direction in the music.
Of Tool.
They make Tool music and then they give it to Maynard and then he writes over top of their music. Like I used to do in my band.
And what about A Perfect Circle?
Or we just jam.
And what about A
I'm
Perfect
saying
Circle
is
or Pussifer?
the same way.
So
No, and Pussifer is his band. So he's writing those songs. And he's got a partner that he writes with. But
A Perfect Circle.
Perfect Circle, Billy Howardell makes that music and then gives it to Maynard. That's how he got into Perfect Circle. Was Billy Howardell was Tool's guitar tech. And he had all these demo tapes of his music that he was making. And he gave him to Maynard, and Maynard heard them and was like, wow, this stuff's pretty good. I want to kind of stretch out my style and sing a different style of music, which, Perfect Circle is it's more.
I'm literally
traditional.
going back in my head and hearing these music, and it just doesn't line up for me. But if I'll give you this. If you have some comparison side by side, like for instance, there is.
Oh, if you could go. I can guarantee you that you could go on YouTube.
There's a famous Radiohead song which is "Creep," which sounds exactly like the Hollies, "The Air That I Breathe." A lot of people do mashups of the two.
No, I'm serious when I say it.
So
I guarantee you could go on YouTube right now. We can't do it because we'll get banned.
No, and I'll look at it.
But you could go on YouTube and find somebody that's done that. I promise you. They'll say, here's a Tool song and here's a Chevelle song, and they'll play them back to back. You'll go, oh wow, I never fucking put that together. Because the first time I heard it, someone say that, I kind of thought the same thing as you. I was like, oh, it's like they're kind of reaching, But I will admit, again, that I had not known Chevelle beyond, their radio songs or whatever.
Because I saw them in concert. I saw them do every Pain.
Suffocating.
I like how feeling pain.
The Suffocating song.
Yeah. So
much like
send the pain
suffocating
below while I need
right.
it.
That's just more like commercial.
You used to.
But if you listen to the rest of their record, there's a lot more to it. And I'm not saying that they're not good, because they are good. They're really good. I think it's two brothers that.
Well, no, there were three. They kicked the bass player out.
Right, but I'm saying it's brothers.
They were all family. They kicked the bass player out. They had differences. He wanted out. But I'd have to see. Like I said, there is a famous song. There is the Hollies' "Air That I Breathe," and then that's often mashed up with "Creep," because those two sound so damn the riffs and everything are so damn similar that you would go, there's no way that Radiohead wasn't influenced by this song in some way. So I get that.
A lot of times it's directly just stolen.
Right.
Like this shit happens. It's not like it doesn't happen.
And sometimes you just hear something
like how Pharrell stole fucking Marvin Gaye's fucking
right. Yeah. And sometimes it's in the back of your mind.
I used to always say that when blurred lines would come on. I go, oh yeah, I like Marvin Gaye too.
and I didn't think about it, but then people started complaining about it.
But even then, there was people who would swear up and down that wasn't the case.
But now
you play them.
Now was that done out of homage?
Those two songs back to back.
Yeah.
And
it's the same. It's the same song with different lyrics.
But I'm saying. There were still people that go, that ain't it, man. He changed the time signature. He changed this.
He might have done enough just to did not get sued.
No, he got sued and he had to pay.
I don't know.
No, it's a direct ripoff.
Yeah.
They even had quotes when he went into the thing and he was like, I want to kind of do a song like Marvin Gaye's "Got to Give It Up" or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. They're similar yet different. There's no.
I'd have to.
My point was not.
But I'll keep an open mind. I'll keep an open mind about it, but it's not.
I didn't even say originally. I didn't even say, oh, they sound just like them. They copied. I said you can listen to them and tell that they were influenced by Tool.
I will tell you this. I will.
They heard Undertow or something and were like, hey,
I will do that. I will do a solid.
That's fucking cool.
I will do a solid. I will listen.
Go on YouTube and find somebody that's done that thing.
Yeah, like
they'll do the smash up thing, or they'll play, back to back.
Yeah, but that was sampling.
Exactly.
But that was sampling. That's
remember what Vanilla Ice said? He was like, it's totally not that. Theirs goes dun 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 dun, and mine goes dun 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 dun. And then we totally changed up one note. Like, it's totally not the same.
Yeah, like Face to the Floor, I would have never. Take out the gunman. I will do this. I will listen, and then next week you can grill me on it. How's that?
That's fine.
Something
I'm
for
just
next
saying,
week.
I'm not even was like.
No,
wanting to start arguing about
I
it.
know.
I was
I'm
just
not
saying it's
I'm going to do
something that people say, something that's out
I've
there.
never heard that before, but I will be fair enough. I will be fair enough to look.
A lot of people say that's why they never got as big as people think that love them think they should be, is because
I think they're huge.
They're not
great
really
success.
original. No, yeah, but they're not like Tool success. Like Chevelle is not playing. If Chevelle was so successful, they wouldn't be playing down at the fucking Fremont Street thing. They'd be playing at T-Mobile Arena.
But they've had many things.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying is, from you not being in the business, like all of your life.
Wait.
This is how it works, dude. They're not a band that's like could go out right now and sell out a fucking stadium. They're not on the level of Tool or Metallica or whatever. And some people who love that band think they should be.
If
and
you
my
would have
point
said to me
being,
like Breaking Benjamin's not that big, I would
they
have agreed
fucking
with
suck.
you. I would have agreed with you.
But yeah, but somehow they still get on these big festivals and they're still around.
Every
time I see them, I'm like, why are people still hiring these fucking guys? At this point, they're playing cover songs. They suck. They never should have been.
I liked Breaking Benjamin.
They
That was
fucking
another.
suck.
That was a band that I've always liked. Breaking Benjamin. I did not.
Like I said, now they're just a glorified cover band.
What covers have
They
done?
play all kinds of covers. They don't even play a whole original set.
That's something bad.
No, yeah. They go to major music festivals.
But the stuff that's out now, Ice Nine Kills, Beartooth. I don't like Pop Evil. I don't like a lot of the stuff that's out right now. My listening choices are Lithium. My listening choices are Turbo and Octane. But Octane has been bad for a while. A band that's obscure.
I don't listen to it. I just go on Apple Music and make my own playlist.
No, I've got Sirius and I've got lifetime subscription.
I don't.
I like Ghost. I'm a big fan of Ghost. But they don't sell out. But
no, but that's what I'm saying.
And
they're niche bands.
Well, that's fine. But Tool,
Ghost is like Gwar.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Like,
and I'm aware of that.
They'll forever be able to sell out like the mid-range kind of.
That's fine, and that's what they'll do.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm aware of that.
Never be like legendary, big, giant, rich, famous.
But to put Tool up there with Metallica, are you kidding me,
dude?
I don't.
I'm saying these are bands that can sell out stadiums. Yes, Tool is big as Metallica. Yes.
No, I think
they can sell out the same kind of shit. Yes,
I think
they're on the same level.
I think it's because he's got Perfect Circle and Pussifer behind them, and
they're
chasing.
See, this is what I'm saying. Is you don't know that much about.
I think you're a huge Tool fan, and you're glorifying them, and you're pumping more hot air.
I'm telling you right now, if a band can go out tomorrow and sell out T-Mobile Arena, they're an elite, top-level rock band. Period. Like the Foo Fighters, for example. Foo Fighters can go sell out a stadium.
Yes. I don't think
they're a top-level elite rock
I will
band.
give you that.
Whether you want to acknowledge
No, I will give you
that.
Yes.
Chevelle could never do that. Ghost could never do that. They're never.
Ghost, I understand.
They're not that big. That's what I'm saying. Tool is that big, dude. You go try to get a Tool ticket. It is not easy unless you know people.
I would say bands that are that big.
Right away.
Fish is that big. Although that's a different genre, kind of, but yes.
Yes. No, Fish is that big. I saw Fish in the stadium.
Yeah, they sell out.
This is what I'm talking about. These bands that can sell this many tickets worldwide. Tool can go to any country in Europe or whatever and sell out those kind of arenas. So they're an elite level rock band. Dude, they put out an album. They hadn't put out an album in 13 years. They put out an album #1.
I'll tell you this.
You can't argue with that.
The one thing I did not like was when they did that Pussifer shit, and it was
8 minutes or less. Like if they announce there's a Tool show, you better buy right away, or you're not getting it,
right.
Or you're gonna pay like premium. You got to scalp StubHub for $300 a ticket. Unless like I said, I've always gotten lucky because I know people. If I can't get into,
didn't you go with David Hewlett?
People will buy.
Didn't you go, David? Yeah. How many albums does Tool have? Not counting Perfect Circle and Pussifer.
Let's see. There's Opiate, Undertow, Anema, and there's this thing called Salival, but I guess that's I mean, it's not really an album. It's like a bunch of some live stuff, and then there's a few original songs, but we'll count that. 10,000 Days, and it's so 6.
And then Perfect Circle. They would have got.
I don't know how many albums they have, but like I said, they're two different. It's two different things.
Right. 7. Julius is 7. All right. I'm going to yield on this one. I have not tried to get Tool tickets.
This is how me and Julia know each other.
All right.
Like we wouldn't know each other at all if it wasn't for our mutual love of Tool. We met in the big Tool group. There's a Tool group that has like, I don't know, 60,000 members or something. And I met a lot of people through that. That's how the Adam Chancellor thing even came about.
Oh,
because I used to.
I was a group name.
No, I was an admin in that group, administrator in that group.
And that was your name.
No, I was Bruce Center, but because I kept getting fucking put in Facebook jail, they created Adam Chancellor so that when I got into Facebook jail, I could still do my job as an administrator of the group. So I had to have two.
I would say in that genre, you mentioned Foo Fighters. Yeah. Foo Fighters. I think Foo Fighters.
It's like the Deftones. I love the Deftones.
Right? But they're not mainstream.
They could not sell out the T-Mobile Arena. The Deftones. They couldn't. That's why they're playing at the Cosmopolitan when they come. A smaller.
I'm trying to think of bands in that type of genre. And I'm not a
System of a Down, for example. If System of a Down were to get back together, no, I'm telling you, if they were to get back together, they could sell out those arenas.
They did, and their latest hit was not that good. It was pretty bad. They played.
So you're fucking stupid.
I'm not, dude.
That song is great.
It went for a week. That one about their homeland. It played for 1 week and nobody played it again.
It doesn't because they just put it out.
It fizzled.
It's not on the radio or anything.
It fizzled. They played it on Octane. No one was asking for it. It fizzled. Foo Fighters I like, but they're too commercial.
I'm not saying that. We weren't talking.
I know. I understand that.
We were talking about bands and on what level they're
yeah.
on.
Yes.
There
If
are
System
certain
of a
levels
Down,
of bands, like Rage Against the Machine. They hadn't been together for what? Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Did they get back together? We're going on tour. They're selling out arenas. Like they're a huge, fucking elite level rock band. Slipknot, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's
Ozzy, anything Ozzy.
Korn can still play big arenas.
Yeah.
And people will still buy and come to see them.
Yeah.
You don't see Korn playing at the fucking Chili Festival, or down at the Fremont Street Free Experience. No, that's what I'm saying is that's the difference.
I will
between these bands.
All right. I'll grant you that. I'm not gonna argue. I'll go, okay. Sure.
It's at a business level, of how many tickets could these guys sell, or not. Like Tool, for example. Listen, Tool can say, we're gonna play. Let's just use Vegas as an example. Or let's say Reno. Tool.
What about 9 Inch Nails?
Tool could say, no, what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Julie, he doesn't know either.
No
record label supported that.
Wait a minute.
They independently put that out themselves.
But not. Yeah,
but
wait a minute. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. 110% wrong. Because when you're talking about something, when it comes to the matter of, and I will tell you why, and I'll explain why very simply. When you're talking about, I'm talking about now subscriber radio, which is exactly what Sirius XM is. It has nothing to do with that. If the people don't want to hear it and the requests don't come into Octane 20, they don't fucking play it. So you could tell me all that shit.
I'm sorry. Their video only has 13 million views.
Which one's that?
And their other one only has 4.3 million views.
Is this the one that came out? Is this the one that came out?
And Rob's expert fucking opinion about the music.
But nobody played it. So I'm going from my sources. Nobody was fucking playing it. No one would. They were not going over and over and over and over.
Your sources are the old world.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about people who paid money.
Wait, Bruce. Not put out.
Bruce. Wait.
Why would you pay money when you could go on YouTube and listen to it for free?
If I paid for a service, as other people do, as many people have in their cars, many people get when they purchase a new car, no one was asking to spin it. I'm thinking like a radio guy. Nobody was asking to spin it. You're
right,
thinking
from
of
the 1990s or whatever.
we're fucking
The
sitting
business
in a
models have totally changed. The world.
somebody
has changed.
paid. It's like cable. If somebody paid and said, okay, you're paying for it now. Do you want to hear it? And they don't want to hear it. And that's what I have to go by. Did people want to listen to it? No, they didn't want to listen to it.
According
they
to
stopped.
YouTube, 13.5 million people
So what?
wanted to hear it.
I'm going by. They didn't want to hear it. I'm listening in the radio. I turned on my car. People paid their money.
Like,
people
man,
paid money,
this song
and then
sucks.
they literally will email you and they go, "Do you want to hear this?" Nobody did. It disappeared. It disappeared overnight. It was. You know what happened? Bruce.
Again, what she said.
Bruce. They played it for a week and it disappeared. What do you want me to tell you? You're in my shoes. Hold on. Put yourself in my.
Again.
But wait a minute. But wait a minute. Put yourself in my shoes.
You can never one time just say, you know what? I don't know that much about this.
Holy shit.
I haven't been in this doing this my entire life. I haven't, I just proved you wrong. 13.5 million people listen to that song, and you're like, nobody wanted to hear it. Like, no, you're wrong.
Where they ask you what you want and they're not playing it, that means the people don't want it. And it wasn't even a good song. It wasn't even one of their good songs.
Like I said,
it wasn't Sugar. It wasn't
again.
I-E-I-O.
Your inability to just say, you know what, maybe I'm wrong and don't know that much about this is one of the most infuriating things about you. Exactly. Follow the money. It's all corporately controlled bullshit. We just had this conversation.
Other people subscribed and they said, I don't want it. What don't you get about that? Was the mouse and the rat and the wheel dead in your head? They said, I don't want it.
Again.
So what do you want me to tell
you? I just click YouTube, and watch it for free.
Holy shit. But people, I listened to
only
the song.
20 million people.
They came out a song. I'll feel it because you're going to act like I don't know what I'm talking about. They did a song about Armenia, about the genocide in Armenia. Mm-hmm. So they did a song about brothers and fathers and sisters in Armenia. They played the song for about a week. I'll give it a week and a half. I don't hear it on respins.
There's actually 2 songs.
And the one about Armenia, they never heard it again. It was, I saw a music video. I'm right. They never played the song again. It disappeared into the night. And I go, wait a minute. If this song is so fucking good, and this is System of a Down, and they're the best, and they've been gone for 13
this
fucking
is why
years.
Rob's been so successful in the entertainment
But
business.
I'm literally following you with logic, and you're like, nope, logic doesn't exist in Bruce's world. This is why they kicked me off.
It's called experience.
Your experience is counter to what happened. What happened? You're like a Fox. You're literally like a Fox News reporter. You're like a Fox News reporter. Hey,
and
Bruce,
I know how it works.
This is what happened. They stopped playing it, and this is a paid subscriber base. That means they poll the people. They literally, Bruce, I'm explaining to you how that works.
The music
how
business,
that works
in
that industry, in that scenario where it's a paid subscriber base, and they poll the people. They ask you. I get emails from them.
Stop yelling at me.
They literally give you emails. Do you want to hear this song? Yes, no. Yes, no. Do you like these songs? Yes, no.
It's like Nielsen ratings, which determine which is the best TV
And they fucking
shows
stopped playing it. What do you want me to tell you? I'm just talking logic. It's not. I know you love them. I know that you love them.
I didn't.
But that's what it's generating.
This conversation started when I said if they said that they were going to go on tour, they would be playing a stadium arena.
That's fine, and I don't.
And they would.
Fine. I'm not disagreeing that, but we're talking
about.
Like,
oh no, because people didn't like that new song. That's all right.
Everybody
has all their albums and wants to hear them play that shit.
That's fine. But but you were talking about the new shit, and everyone came flocking for the new shit, and I was like,
14 million.
It wasn't that good. It didn't hit hard. It was about a subject that meant something to them.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
How much money do you think 14 million views on YouTube get?
I'm sure it's great.
No, I'm asking you.
I'm sure. And here's, what? I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I had a ball.
What you don't get is they're not on a label anymore. They don't have that support. They don't have industrial.
It doesn't matter.
There's nobody.
What I'm talking about. I'm going to stick to my guns on this. I'm not.
I know you will, because
on the matter of because when there's something I know that I'm right on, I'm not going. Why would I say?
It's just like.
Why would I say this is a purple can
comedy or anything else? You're like, well, what have you done in your life?
But
not much.
Hold on.
I've only done this my entire life.
All right, so where are you? Where's your 14 million? I'm literally saying, I said in it. Hold on, Bruce. I will get. Wait, Bruce. Bruce, are you going to ignore what I'm saying? Or are you just going to completely ignore that? That in a subscriber base where people are polled and they're asked,
okay, they didn't play it.
They didn't play it, and you know what?
And that means it's a
people,
colossal failure.
And if the people, I'm not saying it's a colossal failure, but if the people wanted that song, guess what they'll do, Bruce? Guess what they'll do? They'll play it. Holy shit! What a weird concept. You know, in other words,
this show. You know what? This show would get played if it was on more platforms than your.
I gotta get.
Page. And I've been saying that for 6 fucking months.
And I'm also saying I want to come. I want to work on stuff. I want to do bits. I want to sit stuff.
Like I'm fucking.
But you talk down to me, and I'm telling you, like, wait a minute. This isn't jiving. Yes, a lot of people hit their videos. Yes, they hit hard. A lot of people went to it, and then it fizzled out, and that can happen. A lot of people can hit hard. Guess what? When Tekashi 6ix9ine got out of jail, was on an ankle bracelet and made a video, millions and millions of people went to go see that Gabba Gabba video. Right. No one talks about it. It's not played anywhere anymore. It hit hard and then it went down.
Let's go to the next step. If they were to put out a whole album, they'll sell 14 million copies or more than that.
If they put,
I promise you, in one day, tomorrow.
If they put, I will tell you right now.
And that tells you how wrong you are about this whole.
If they put,
if
they were to pull out an album,
nobody would care.
No.
They would care.
This is my answer to you. If they put out an album and the entire album is based in the Armenian thing, it would hit because it's System of a Down. They're going to get nostalgia. Some of it's going to be because of the new shit. Some of it's going. It's to say, it's a shining example of where you're off base on this.
What's that?
Shining example of this, and the artist himself couldn't figure it out. Was oh god, hold on a second. Fuck me. What is the name of them? And it's with Chester.
Linkin Park.
So when Chester came back and they put out a new album and it had a softer feel, it was a completely different sound than when Linkin Park was. Nobody liked it. They got a lot of hits out of the gate.
They changed their fucking
style. But this is a different style this is not the same style. This is a much softer System of a Down. It's much different.
You didn't hear the other song. The other song's hard as fuck.
All right. But this was
they put out one hard as fuck song and one song that sounds more commercially like for the radio.
And when that song came, everyone flocked to it because they're good, because they're best. It's the same thing as Linkin Park. When he released that new sound, it was
You're one of the people that would have said, if Tool puts out an album tomorrow after 13 years, no one will fucking care. And then they sold.
I'm going by my experience of what
you don't have any experience. That's the.
I observed something, you idiot. I literally observed something happen, and you're going, what you observed didn't happen. This is a Bruce conversation. This is a Bruce conversation. I observed something. I saw a plane fly over the sky. No, you didn't.
You're like Marjorie
wait a minute. I just saw that. I literally experienced it.
Your mask Holocaust comparison matters until someone takes you to the museum and goes, "Here's the real Holocaust," and then she goes, "Oh my God,
Bruce,
I was totally wrong."
All right, first of all, Bruce thinks I have absolutely no experience. Worked in radio for a fucking. So what, dude?
I was a stagehand for thousands.
Good. Oh, so you set up the speakers.
No, but I'm saying
you set the speakers
behind the scenes of the music.
And I worked in the fucking radio industry, watching what shit moves, what it doesn't move. And then when we're talking about, and what fucking band shit have you done? You haven't done shit in fucking years in band. You got about the same right to bullshit as I do.
I was doing a band when the YouTubes came around.
Oh my God.
When everything started to change.
I'm literally saying that from a radio standpoint, from the other perspective, was a song came, it hit hard, and then it fell off. That's it. There doesn't need to be an argument.
Exactly. Or he doesn't know, like I said, how record contracts work, how bands are forced to break up because of advance.
We just had this conversation with you were saying Fogarty. Fogarty got screwed over because he signed a bad contract and he didn't even have the rights to his own music. I know that shit.
Exactly.
I know how that can work. But if a band hits and people want it on a subscriber base where they're literally have already paid their money and now it's up to them and they don't want it, then your argument goes out the window.
Because, like I said,
but it went out the window.
No matter of yelling at me.
All right.
It's gonna
because you're gonna keep cutting me off.
Gravitas to have
What
this
gravitas
discussion.
are you talking about? You're telling me you're a fucking glorified roadie and you think you're a
No. I was in a band, a bunch of bands. I've been in meetings about record contracts. I know how this works. I know.
And then I've sat there and I know with program
contracts
directors
who
and
got
program
dropped
directors.
from
Well,
record
yeah,
labels.
fine. But that's not the distribution. When you're talking about in the radio production, when you're dealing with program directors and traffic directors who are
Either
going to
way.
decide what comes out,
On AM
and then
radio,
somebody
yes.
FM, AM. I've done multiple pro stations. You're not the only one who's worked in the field. I'm coming from the side of, oh, great, you signed a contract. Guess what? Just because you signed a contract,
That's what,
Bruce,
exactly. And who owns the fucking who owns the fucking stations? The corporations.
But wait a
What are the
minute,
corporations
Julia, you're
doing?
not thinking.
They're trying to push their own products.
I'm
They're trying to
literally
push this
explaining to you,
independent
and you're
shit.
not listening to the elephant in the room. We're talking about now where the people
I gotta
themselves decide. Well, of course, because you don't want to have the conversation because
No,
you
I'm
keep
not
ignoring the
saying that.
point.
I have to go. No, I'm never going to say that you're right about this.
Because
ever.
you're not even,
Because
you
you're
won't
not.
acknowledge the point. You're ignoring the point because you just want to have the high ground.
No, that's not
Stop
true.
ignoring what I'm saying. Stop ignoring what I'm saying, and then I would go,
You're like one of these
okay.
conservatives. This is one that keep having this
What? You're
argument
not.
about some vaccine or something you don't know nothing about.
What
But
the
you're
fuck
like,
are
oh,
you
well, I'm
talking
gonna
about?
fucking,
You're going to
stick-
keep ignoring what I'm saying, and just because you want to have the high ground. Fine, I get it. You want to have the high ground. You
No, I'm
love
not saying
Tool. You love System of a Down. I'm glad you're a fan. I'm sure they're glad you're a fan. I'm sure they're glad you clicked on the 14 million. I'm sure everyone clicked on it in 2 days. It exploded, and then no one listened to it. It disappeared. No one talked about it. It wasn't on Octane. It wasn't on any stations. It wasn't on the websites.
on
It
Apple Music
fucking.
and shit like that.
Oh, I went to Apple Music.
No,
so
no,
now
I'm saying it's on those. It's on Spotify and all that shit.
that's fine.
You can
They're
go on
on
there and
there.
look at
That's
how many
somebody
people are listening
uploaded
to it.
something.
No, but I'm saying
What I'm saying to you
you
is
can see those numbers. Here.
when.
Let's look
Oh
it up.
my god.
No, I'm
Oh my God, he doesn't get it that something can pop real heavy for a week and then dissipate.
No.
You're not getting it. How are you not understanding this concept, Bruce? If you're in this industry, how do you not know that something could hit on fire and then just fizzle out? How do you not know that? Just because somebody clicks something doesn't mean it has staying power. I'm not saying if they make an album tomorrow, people are going to go see. Of course they are. Their System of a Down. But when they did that 1 or 2 songs, it disappeared. Just acknowledge that and be done with it. Instead of trying to hit a high, I have to be
They
right.
didn't create like an all-time hit that's gonna stay around forever.
That
ever,
you
ever,
think
ever,
that
ever,
fucking
ever?
Armenian song was an all-time hit?
No, I'm saying
Was
your,
it?
Your
Hold on.
argument right now is it because they didn't create a song that is now an all-time hit that's on classic rock radio format.
No, you're
know,
missing
being
the
played
Bruce.
over and over and over.
Bruce, you're
that-
missing the
that
point.
They didn't do something.
Bruce,
and
you
I'm like,
completely
you
missed the
fucking-
point.
They
You
independently released something on YouTube.
Great.
That's it.
Great. Wonderful.
That's
Great.
all they did. Like, period. That's what they did. No label,
That's the
no
fucking
album.
Julia. That's the fucking elephant in the room that he wants to ignore because it would completely deflate his point. He's ignoring it because it deflates the point. Is that yes?
What? No,
something.
the point is,
No, the point, and he's going to go to an insult instead of addressing
I
the
understand
point.
that.
You've been doing that all night.
no, because like I said, lots of times I sit here and let you just bloviate about things I know you don't know that much about. You're just a guy that has a bunch of opinions.
Wait a
A lot
minute.
of-
Wait a
if-
minute.
if-
Wait a
like,
minute. Wait a minute.
A
If
lot
I
of
wait a
times
minute.
you
Wait a
don't
minute.
really
Wait
have the backing to have these opinions.
Wait a minute. I want you to show me.
You don't know when
hold on,
to
Bruce.
say like, "Hey,
Bruce, wait a minute.
You might know more about this than me
Because you're
because
wait
you
a minute.
always have to be right."
I've worked in fucking radio for 10 fucking years. Okay,
Right,
I
it's
know. I've worked with the
behind
guys.
some
I know.
reggae dude who
No. I sat there and had the conversation. Dealt with the program directors. Dealt with people from Sirius. Work with people, and you go, "This is what happens." Get the Nielsen Arbitron rating system. You know what an Arbitron rating system is? No, you don't
Yes,
fucking know what an
I do.
Arbitron is. So
I
they
do.
when they poll people and they find out what people want to listen to when they actually or dealing with
Yeah, it's
traffic
like the
people.
Nielsen ratings for television.
So you're telling me I don't know when I know, and then you want to just tell me you're some record genius, like you're
not saying
like
that.
you're fucking working at Capitol Records your whole life. Get the fuck out of here, man. Bring yourself down a few notches, down to reality. You're in my house doing a fucking podcast, talking like you're the head of Capitol Records, like you're Tommy Mottola. All of a sudden, I got Tommy Mottola to my right. I got Tommy. Hey, there's Tommy Mottola. This is the fucking the fucking pinnacle here. Oh well,
I didn't say that.
System of a Down.
I said
is
between
the
me and
best.
you, I have 25 years. More
I want to see these
experience
record contracts.
being inside
So-
the record industry.
Fine.
inside
And if
the
something
music
happens,
business.
something happens. It
running
doesn't have
my
to
own
be.
club,
It
booking,
doesn't. But,
acts
well, wait a
and
minute. You
bringing them
doing
in.
something on an independent level is not the same as a national level, dude.
I'm
Come
not
on.
saying that. I'm not saying that either.
Then why would you even bring that up as an
Because
example?
I told you, I know people who've been to that level. My friend was in a fucking band that was on.
You know
signed
the
on
people getting the
Geffen
contract,
Records.
and I know the people who are putting them on the air. It's two sides
No,
of the
I
same
know
coin.
the fucking dude.
It's two sides of the. So what? It's two sides of the same coin. Just admit that. It just admit.
I admit that 15 years ago you worked at some fucking
Wow!
closet AM
Wow!
radio
All right,
station
you
that played
proved,
like Michael
dude,
McDonald's
dude, Bruce,
greatest hits.
Bruce. The fact that you went to an insult
And
proves
you
the point.
think that you,
Bruce,
that
the
makes
fact that you went
qualified
to an
have this
insult,
discussion,
Bruce,
which is kind of fun.
Bruce, the fact that you went to an insult,
It's just like you.
I could literally give you where I've worked, what I've done. You can't tell me who you've worked with. You can't tell me a record label.
No, I can't.
Give me some record labels.
I can tell you.
Give me record labels,
Well,
real
what
ones.
do you mean? I just told you. My friend
Oh, no,
was
no, no,
signed
no.
in a band. It was on Geffen Records, one of the biggest labels you could fucking find.
Your friend. Who is your friend?
And I know a bunch of bands that were signed to small.
You know
labels.
bands. So you
Yes.
saying you know bands from years ago is no different than me saying
No,
I know
but I was
producers,
playing-
or it's no different than you saying I know program directors. No different than you said I know general managers. No different than I worked in Cumulus Media. I worked in independent O&O stations. It's no different, dude. It's just arrogance, and then to make an insult to me instead
You're
of
calling me arrogant?
you
That's
are.
fucking hilarious.
You literally, anytime I
because-
bring up I
because I
brought
wouldn't
up
sit
a
here
point, you follow with an
and
insult.
say, like,
I literally gave you a
oh,
point. You
yes,
followed
I'm
up with
just
an
going to
insult.
let you
I gave you a
bloviate
point.
about
You followed
something.
up with an insult. I said, here's a subscriber method where people got to decide what they wanted, and it disappeared in a week. And you go, that doesn't count for anything. But wait a minute. The people decided what they wanted. If
Okay,
this
listen
was
for
so
one-
goddamn good,
Okay, listen for one
then they
second.
would have played it.
Listen.
And you were like, no,
Listen
because
to
that would
this.
make too much sense.
Listen to this. No, here. I'm going to say this right now, and then you could just be quiet. Spotify, System of a Down. Listen to System of a Down on Spotify. Artist / 10.3 million monthly listeners. 10.3 million monthly listeners, right? But yet they just went away. No one cares. Is that people are listening to them 10.3 million a week.
Let me. He doesn't want me to talk. He doesn't want me to, but he doesn't listen. So he doesn't listen to shit that anyone tells him.
10,251,881
I said.
monthly listeners.
Didn't listen to a
They
fucking thing
don't
I
need
said.
serious when people have this. Is the point. That is not a gauge of is this popular or not.
I was not talking
In
about-
today's
All right,
market
hold on,
of music
hold on.
And
Let's.
how the digital platforms work.
Bruce does a bit too much drugs, and he doesn't listen to when people are talking to him. I'm talking about it one song, and he's talking about their entire album and their entire catalog. I'm talking about a song that they did that hit and disappeared. He's trying to use their entire catalog to compare against. I'm not comparing against their catalog. I know how talented they are. I want to see them come back. I think they could sell out arenas if they showed up. If they released a strong album, I think it would sell out like that. I am aware of that, but they did an individual song and it disappeared. Case in point, there was a band, one of my favorite bands called Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold did a song for a video game called Mad Hatter. It's one of my favorite songs. Mad Hatter played for about a month, and then you didn't hear it again. Does that mean Avenged Sevenfold is not a good band? No, it means that it was an individual song. It came and it went, and people stopped asking for spins on it. It's the same thing.
That's what I just said. I said that 5 minutes ago.
When you work in
You're
radio,
saying that
no, wait a minute.
because
And
they
when
didn't
you
create
work,
some super hit.
and when you work in radio, no, because you don't listen. When you work in radio, actually a big thing happens is they actually know and log when songs are played, requests. All of these things compile into how successful something is. Now, with the internet, you're right. The internet is more ubiquitous. It's everywhere. Hits can go faster. Things can go faster because it's open to everyone. It's not based on the pipeline or the bandwidth allowances that a program director might, put their thumb on the scale. That's old school 90s, 80s radio. He is correct. That is how they did in the 90s, 80s. When you have subscription status or other things, you cannot compare their entire catalog to an individual song. So if you said to me that 10 million people in Going Strong wanted to hear that one song, and I apologize, I don't know the name of the song. Didn't hear him say it.
It's called Protect the Land.
You know what? I remember that.
The other one is called Genocidal Humanoids.
I do remember that now. Protect the Land.
Like I said,
and
because I'm a real fan of the band.
I didn't remember something, dude. Doesn't mean anything. It means
No, I'm not saying that.
Forgot. But no, that's an insult.
Not
Instead
tertiarily
of
fucking.
no, that is an insult. instead of just saying, okay, I remembered something great. Well, that doesn't mean I'm not a fan of the band because I didn't remember the name of a song. I'm sorry. I fucking have a hard time remembering things because I'm having fucking sleep apnea, suffocating in my goddamn sleep, and you think it's funny.
Still?
Yeah,
no, I thought that you went to the thing.
It's getting
the mask.
That's a whole nother conversation.
You ain't fucking put it in.
A couple of times I didn't, and it fucked me up bad.
Well, why don't you keep it in?
We'll get to that. It's another conversation. My point is
intentionally fuck yourself and then be bitching about it.
Getting home, pass out on the couch, wake up suffocating. It was bad. Okay. No, so yeah. Did I think Protect the Land was a bad song? No. Did I think it was poignant? Yes. They were doing a song about the Armenian genocide, and that was something important to them because they wanted to bring light and have the Armenian genocide referred to as a genocide because it was not. And if I'm not mistaken, the Armenian genocide was 1918 or maybe it was 1819. Yeah.
But they still fucking deny it all the way to the.
And it's not referred to. So they did a song because that's their heritage.
Turkey fucking threatens to cut you off of everything, and they don't want to talk about it.
And if I'm not mistaken, Serge Tankian is Armenian, but I thought he was also Pakistani.
No, they're all Turk. They're all Armenian.
Pakistani. I thought they were all.
No, they're all Armenian.
So I understood that. I didn't think the song was a banger, but I understood the point of the song, and I was waiting for it to crescendo, and it never crescendos. It kind of stays even keeled. So then the genocide one was the banger song. I get all that. It was a pocket song. It was a pocket song. It was a pocket couple of songs.
I think that's what it was intended to be. That's what I'm saying.
And
it's not like they were going, we're gonna fucking take over the world with this.
But I mean, we were talking about like, oh, we're gonna fill up an arena off that one thing. No,
I'm saying they would. But no, here's my point. They could get back together, go on tour tomorrow, and sell out arenas.
Yes,
and they would.
But
I promise you, regardless of what you say about those two songs,
no,
people will still go to see them.
Yes. What I'm saying is the whole point was
enough people that.
Yes,
the whole point is that they're an elite band on the elite level of. Tool,
and I never said
Metallica,
that. I never said that.
They Rage Against the Machine.
I think
they're seminal. You know what I mean?
Like, what I think makes them more of an elite,
like Korn.
But what makes them an elite band is different than Metallica. Metallica keeps putting out music. They have one album.
So does Korn, and their newer music is not as good as their older music. I will even freely admit that it's not. Then they've gone through several different, like where they tried to be electronic-y and shit. Like,
I love that.
I know, but
I love what they
I'm
did.
I'm just saying, like they don't sound like they did when they came out.
No, but they evolved.
They can still
evolved with time,
and they're not selling these records.
I think
don't sell at the level.
Now this is me. This is me, and I will say this
but
freely.
People will still go see them.
This is me talking out of hat. And I will say this is me talking out of hat.
Okay.
I think that System of a Down would gain sold out seats because they were so pivotal in the early 2000s, and they were so great, and their music was so over the top amazing that people would want to hear them again.
No, that's my point.
Right now,
same as Rage Against the Machine.
Right now,
they've been together for 20 years.
Well, now Rage Against the Machine has Tom Morello's Midnight Watchman, and they have the Prophets of Rage, and that doesn't have the same punch.
They didn't do as well as Rage.
No, they did not. Now, I think that if System of a Down, see, the thing was, of all these bands that were big, Linkin Park would have sold out seats. Fucking part of the thing, if you remember the last, and it was, you can look this up, Chester Benningfield was screaming at his audience.
People didn't like the new music.
He goes, it's not going to all be fucking hybrid theory, was what he said.
But see, that's the problem. Linkin Park became like, it's like a guy who got typecast in a TV show, and he can never be seen as something else. No, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. Now,
like to transition to like make an example of another kind of industry. That happens a lot, right? Somebody's on a hit TV show, like Kramer, for example. Kramer can never be anything but Kramer now.
Yeah.
Like, and even now he can't even do that because he went into the fucking Laugh Factory and did all that fucking.
They would take him back.
He fucked himself. No, what I'm saying is
they'd take him back.
He could never be anything but Kramer.
Correct.
If you see him in something else, you go, oh, there's Kramer.
Well, same with Jason Alexander and Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying is it was hard for them to have a career after that. So,
but
to me, that Linkin Park thing is kind of the same thing. Like they created this sound that was so huge that if they step off of that sound, people are going to go, hey,
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now, actually, a person who has an opinion about this is Billy Corgan, because Billy Corgan did Smashing Pumpkins, and he goes, I don't want to play my old music because I want to do new things. And they asked him two things. First of all, you're in a band with an entirely different cast of players, and you're still calling yourself Smashing Pumpkins, so he had to regroup, and he got the old band back. And then he went and did a side project called Zwan in the early Zwan, and nobody likes Zwan. Do you ever hear him talk about ZWAN Zwan? No, because it was terrible.
No one cares.
Now, Billy Corgan is nowhere near as big as he was, and he would agree with you. He goes, look, I don't want to be part of the corporate machine. I don't care if I get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I want to do the kind of music I want. He could have filled up arenas. I don't know if he would do so anymore, because if he's not going to do the old shit.
He could only do that. They could fill up arenas if he got James Eha and that chick. The drummer died.
He's got James Eha.
But he got James Eha and that chick.
And she doesn't want to do it.
No, but I'm saying, yeah. And they were like, we're Smashing Pumpkins now, and we're going to play like the whole Melancholy Sadness tour, or a whole Melancholy
and he doesn't want to do that
album. No, but I'm saying if they did that, they would sell out.
And his new stuff, again.
But they're like, we're going to play these new songs that no one fucking cares about.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Thing. You never seen a band like that? You never seen a band like that's why Guns N' Roses like kind of broke up, because Axl Rose getting shitty all the time. That people just want to hear Paradise City.
But that was my point.
But that's my catch-22 of having huge hits like that.
But that's what I saw with System of a Down. When I heard Protect the Land, I went,
have you ever heard?
When I heard Protect the Land, that was the first thing that went in my mind is, wow. So he's trying to do a passion project. He's doing something that means something to him, but it's not that System of a Down song. It doesn't get up there. It's the same thing like
it's more like an anthem, radio rock anthem.
And it went and to me it was like, whoa, new System of a Down, and everyone clicked.
I know, but you didn't listen to the other song.
Which
does sound like System of a Down.
All right. But then here's the other thing.
When I leave, play it.
Scars on Broadway.
That song
Scars on Broadway. How good did what's that guy's name? Justin, I can't remember his name. It's I don't know. I thought you were their biggest fan.
Who?
The other singer in System of the Down, who lead guitarist.
Darren.
Yeah.
No, I personally don't think that.
What about Scars on Broadway?
Serge's own
Serge's
solo work and the other dude's solo work. I don't like it nearly as much as when they're together. Some people need to be together. That's the other thing. It's like Alice in Chains. Like I said, like she just said, Sublime with Rome. First of all,
he's not allowed
Rome is just now that it's just a karaoke band where Rome sings all of fucking Bradley songs. You know, it's like
they're not allowed to be called Sublime.
Nostalgic.
They're not allowed to be called Sublime. They don't have the legal rights
because
to the
they
name.
shouldn't be, because they're not. And again, it's like Alice in Chains. Same thing. Alice in Chains is only allowed to be called Alice in Chains because Jerry Cantrell owns Alice in Chains, but they're not Alice in Chains.
When did the lead singer die?
Not Lane Staley. No, but I'm just saying, like, to me, they're not. Then I don't even think they should be allowed to use the name. They should like you should just use.
Well, that would be like Soundgarden.
Fucking name. Yeah, without Chris Cornell.
Yeah,
it's not Soundgarden. You can't say, "Oh, I would just take out the most important person and make it's still the same band." It's just like I said, seeing Creedence without Fogerty. It's not. You're not seeing Creedence.
Well,
it's not how it is.
John Fogerty went on the Howard Stern show and he said, "Look, I was given a bad contract to write. I got screwed out of the rights.
He had to fight to be able to play his own songs.
Right. He doesn't have the legal authority to play. He didn't have the legal authority to play his own music.
He got him now.
Eventually,
got it now, but I'm saying, it took years and years and years.
Because
meanwhile, these guys are playing like festivals and fairs, and like well,
it's the same thing as
Henderson 4th of July fireworks.
It's the same thing as it's the same thing as Starship with
wherever they could play.
It's the same thing as Starship from Jefferson Starship from Jefferson Airplane.
Right.
They're playing in Mesquite.
Right. No, that's
like a bingo hall in Mesquite.
Yes, but they don't have Grace Slick or
Yeah. They have Mickey, but that's it. They have Mickey.
But if they had Grace Slick, they would be.
And Grace Slick is my lord.
They'd be doing better. No, what I'm saying is they can't. They're not the same band.
Yeah, I know. But
that's why, yes, county fairs and chili festivals and Oktoberfest, and wherever they'll give them a paycheck.
Now, switching gears, Mickey Thomas from
I'd love to have
Starship.
to sit here all night because this conversation actually turned into something cool. But I have to go to Champagne's, man.
No, you got time.
No, I don't.
You're starting at midnight, right? What are you
I gotta go, and man, let's do it's a job. We've been here for almost 2 hours.
I know.
So,
I also wanted to talk about we never got to do it. Simone Biles dropped out of the Olympics.
Yes, but I don't have time to talk about it.
That was really weird. She inexplicably dropped out of the Olympics, and I wanted to talk about that.
Well, that happened to the tennis chick too. There's this whole thing about mental health now. You know,
Yeah,
which
I don't understand.
which I think is a conversation that needs to be had.
I don't know if it's a mental
But
health.
there's
thing.
always going to be people who say they're just fucking ducking and dodging. You know, they don't want to fucking talk to the media, you know, or whatever.
No,
Blah,
I mean
blah, blah, blah.
she had a bad landing, and then she was like, I'm not in the right state of mind, so I don't know what happened to her. I
She
want
lost
to say,
confidence.
I want to say whatever happened to
Happens
her.
to every performer.
They're putting it in a good light. Everyone's putting it in a pretty good light.
What are you going to do, trash her?
Well,
She's
after
one
what
of the but yeah, exactly. Like
after what I saw
the
today,
right wing
Fox
trashed
News.
her, yes.
No, Laura Ingraham today.
I have to go. I mean, I would
putting out
love
there
to fucking-
and bashing Laura Ingraham today was bashing the Capitol Police and playing all of their sound bites and excerpts as if it was an Oscars and they were drama queens.
Right. Again,
she should be removed from television.
Again, yeah. I mean, but again, just like you're surprised that Facebook deleted your shit, you're surprised that she's a fucking cunt.
Why would you delete a picture of me and I?
And I never say that word, but she
is a cunt.
Yes, huge, fucking gigantic.
No, I've never wanted to be a cancel culture person, but for that,
I have to go. Well, that's why I said there should be a line somewhere.
All right. Anyway, I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. It's not like
I'll get out.
If I didn't think that we could do this, I wouldn't do it. Anyway, I gotta go to Champagne.
All right.
Host the fucking show.
I gotta get Wednesday. I told my boss I'm getting Wednesdays off so I can come and do Champagne.
All right.
With you.
All
And,
right. I look forward to it. And remember, you can buy your tickets, see me and Charlie, August 6th and 7th in South Bend on the dropcomedyclub.com website. And thank you. Good night. See you next week.
All right, next week, guys.
If I'm not dead or something happens.
No, I'm not going to kill you yet.
All right.